P.J. Walker, even when he's wrong, oh, baby, he's so right. Houston's quarterback, outstanding again. And this wasn't even the best play in the game. Let's go!
It's time for victory. We making history. We the new big thing, ain't no mystery.
Today is truly about emotion. Today is truly about the love of football, and I'll explain more on that in a second. But welcome to Day 2, Week 3 of the XFL. This is the XFL Pregame Show from the world headquarters of the XFL. I am the coach, and this is Alyse Ashton.
Coach, we have 2 games today. In the first game, the New York Guardians take on the St. Louis Battlehawks at 3 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. This game will mark the return of professional football to St. Louis since December of 2015. Both teams 1-1.
And we're going to have a report during the show from St. Louis. I cannot wait to see the emotion come out of the fans in St. Louis.
And in the late game, the dominant and undefeated DC Defenders will travel cross-country to Los Angeles to face the winless LA Wildcats at 6 p.m. Eastern on FS1. Can DC improve to 3-0?
That's a big question.
And speaking of undefeated, Coach, Saturday, Houston, P.J. Walker on full display.
Everybody's talking about this guy and this team, and P.J. Walker taking the XFL by storm. Last week, 3 touchdown passes to Cam Phillips. This week, more of the same. Being taken down, Walker just gets the pass off, and Cam Phillips, number 14, wide open. 84 yards to the house. Tied at 18 at the half. Third quarter, this thing was tight throughout. Again, Phillips, great route runner. Said, hey, I had to make a couple of guys miss and then get into the end zone. And that's exactly what I did. But Houston still trailing fourth quarter. Down 1. Walker, laser to Phillips. Their third connection. 2-point conversion good is 34-27. One final chance for Tampa. Taylor Cornelius, not on the same page. And that would seal the deal for Houston, and they improved to 3-0 in impressive fashion.
Walker to Phillips, what makes this relationship so successful?
If you watched the game yesterday, at one point, Phillips came into an interview that P.J. Walker was doing and basically said, I love this guy. I love playing with this guy. When you have such a special connection in such a short period of time, you can't manufacture that, and that's what these two guys have. Now, we had a second game yesterday, featured 2 teams trying to go over 500. Let's go there. Dallas going to the Pacific Northwest, taking on Seattle, the Renegades and the Dragons. Now, Landry Jones and Dallas, they finished the game on an 18-0 run. Again, Landry Jones missed week 1, a little rusty in week 2, but he really found his mark yesterday. Jones, Donald Parham, you just saw their 2 touchdowns in the game. Parham, 5 catches, 101 yards, and those 2 scores. Landry Jones, 274 in the air. He threw for 3 touchdowns. And Dallas and Bob Stoops and the Renegades, solid. And this is a team now with this former Steelers quarterback at the helm, healthy, playing good, that I'm going to look at the next few weeks.
So Landry Jones, his second start, Why was this impressive?
Well, it's all about getting better, and he was very, very rusty in his first start a week ago. But you can't manufacture game speed and playing in games. He's just going to get better, which means Dallas is going to get better.
Thanks, Coach. Now, one of the things that fans love about the XFL is hearing the sounds and the emotions in the moment. In fact, here are the best sounds from Saturday.
Ball, bro, you know. Let's go! Ready to go hit! I caught it and I was like, I thought you were gonna take off. Oh snap! I can throw it. Come on! Stop playing! I have no idea. I don't know. Hey, let's go, D. Oh, hey. Hey! It's over! It's over! It's over! I don't know. Maybe we should just play in the second half and just throw as many picks as I can in the first half and then come out there. Hey, guys. Love you guys. Miss y'all. Whit, you're holding it down. I'm so proud of you. Couldn't have a better wife. Love you.
The first game today, the New York Guardians will take on the St. Louis Battlehawks, marking the first time in 1,528 days that professional football will be played in St. Louis.
Yeah, but who's counting, you know? Our XFL podcast hosts, Alan Tazinski and Bryant Solorzano, went to St. Louis to get a real sense deep down of how Battlehawks fans feel about the return of football.
This is the XFL show. I'm Alan.
And I'm Brian.
And we're here in St. Louis at an XFL watch party. Why is St. Louis a football town?
Because we lost Sioux football 4 years ago, and now we got it back. And we're going to stick it to Kroenke.
Oh, they got it back. What's that chant?
Caw-caw!
That is clean. You guys ready for the Dome?
So pumped. It's going to be loud. It's going to be rowdy. 4 years of football. This is a football town, sports town, and we're ready to get rowdy.
What's that chant all the Battlehawks have?
We're going to be cawing all weekend with these fans.
These fans love football just like we do, and we can't wait for the game. Jonathan, Alyse, back to you.
Caw-caw.
I refuse to do it.
This game today means so much to both teams. But moving on to the second game of the day, the Defenders are 2-0 on the young season and have dominated their opponents. Coming into week 3, the Defenders rank first or second in several major statistical categories, including the all-important turnover differential.
We know that the total team effort is so important, but just like in Houston, DC has a very good quarterback in Cardell Jones, and they've been playing really, really well. If DC wants to continue being undefeated, Cardell Jones and offense, they have to play good today. A reminder, that game, Defenders, Wildcats, live from the City of Angels, 6 p.m. Eastern on FS1.
We are counting down to the kickoff of our first game, but Coach, everyone is wondering who they should pick today.
People ask me on Twitter all the time, Coach, who are you picking? Saturday, our lock was Houston. They were giving 7.5. They won by 7. So unfortunately, we did not get it right on Saturday. But today is a new day. And it's that time of the show where we try to help you, the fans, make some extra money. Our main man, Action Network betting analyst, Chris Raybon, joins us today. Chris, let's start with game number 1. What do you like?
Coach, I am rolling with the St. Louis Battlehawks. Even though they're 10-point favorites, they're 2-0 against the spread, and they haven't even played a game at home yet. Quarterback Jordan Tamu looks excellent. And I really like their defense, allowing a league-low 7 missed tackles. I think this Guardian offense, averaging just 11.5 points per game, is going to struggle. And in the late game, I'm taking DC minus 8.5 against the LA Wildcats. The DC Defenders, 27 or more points in both games. And I don't think the Wildcats defense can keep up. Allowing over 30 points per game on defense are the Wildcats, and DC 2-0 against the spread.
All right, that's Chris Raybon from the Action Network. He picks St. Louis, picks DC, both giving over a touchdown. So he has some confidence in both of those teams. I like both picks, though.
Let's see what happens, Coach. But now it is time to hear what the fans had to say on social media. Social was buzzing on Saturday. Roughnecks wide receiver Cam Phillips was trending, and why wouldn't he after scoring 3 touchdowns? Speaking of which, fans are loving the P.J. Walker and Cam Phillips polished pair. Now the new Kyrie and LeBron?
Alyse, if they can be anywhere close to what Kyrie and LeBron were together, it's going to be a special time in Houston.
And, Coach, this fan is channeling her inner Game of Thrones Khaleesi. You know, I actually have that shoulder dragon.
It does not surprise me that you do. Next!
And this fan loves the XFL, allowing players the opportunity to not give up their dreams and, of course, their passion, hashtag for the love of football.
It's all positivity. Why wouldn't we want to support a bunch of players who just want to play the game of football a little bit longer? I don't understand any negativity at all. I really don't.
That's right. And we love to hear your social chatter, so make sure to join in on the conversation during the game and during the week using the hashtag XFL Pregame and hashtag for the love of football. Some of it may end up on our show.
And a reminder, throughout the week, we're going to have plays of the week, the star of the week. We're going to have the sounds of the week. So stay tuned throughout the week for all things XFL. That's going to do it for us. Guardians, Battlehawks, 3 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. And then Defenders, Wildcats at 6 p.m. Eastern on FS1. For Alyse, I'm the coach. We have our jobs to do. Yours is to watch the games. We'll see you next week.
I'm so game